That bearish sentiment seems to be persisting on the local bourse, taking year-to-date losses to 20.5%. Let's look at some of what's playing out on the NSE and what you are making of the movements we're seeing.
Hey, hello, Alishia. Like I've said, the NSE All-Share Index fell by 0.7% yesterday, the same margin of draw we saw on Monday when the market opened this week on a negative note. Year-to-date losses is currently at 25.5%. The volume traded yesterday dropped by 42% compared to what we saw on Monday. And of course, it seems to be an apathy in the market on both sides. As expected, the financials seems to remain the volume drivers. Banking and insurance stocks yesterday accounted for 80% of the total volume traded on the floor. Like we have been saying on the show, we remain negative, we remain bearish broadly on the market going forward, given the macroeconomic environment in Nigeria and also the ongoing audit of banks by CBN, and of course the liquidity issue in this market. We haven't seen yet new money come to the market. So we expect the market to continue to trade side by side in the near time. And like I said, I mean, we maintain our stand, that is the negative outlook on the broader market going forward.
Adewale, because of Alhaji Aliko Dangote's most recent claim to fame, we started looking at some of the companies that sit under the Dangote Group umbrella. We started off with Dangote Sugar yesterday. Let's take a look at the Benue Cement company and talk about this prospects going forward for the company in terms of capacity expansion and anticipated revenue growth.
Yeah, Dangote Group acquired Benue Cement Company, BCC, in 2002, and up to date they have invested close to about 42 billion naira in that company. If you could recall, at the time they acquired this company, the turnover was actually flat. In fact, it was zero, and then capacity then was about 0.9 million tons. But currently, the capacity has been built up to about 2.5 million tons, and looking at the results, the half-year results that was posted recently by BCC, the top line was grew by 378% at 19.6 billion naira, while the profit before tax was grew by almost 800% at 9.7 billion naira compared to what the company did comparable period of 2008, that is 1.1 billion naira. From valuation perspective, BCC seems to be quite expensive. However, the stock has rallied for about 170% year to date at the current price in the market. There is a lot of room for growth for the company because the capacity, the operation is less than 50% of the installed capacity of the company, that is 2.5 million tons. So there's a lot of room for growth, and we expect the company to maintain its growth trend going forward.
As you've highlighted, Adewale, I mean, despite that 3% decline we saw on BCC yesterday, I mean, it certainly ranked as a top pick in many books, you know, from the construction and real estate sector space due to its widening market opportunity. But there are so many other cement players that BCC contends with. I mean, WAPCO, for example, Ashaka, they are highly sought after by value hunters specifically. So what advice would you give in terms of offering best investment value right now?
Alishia, if you look at the subsector in the market, that is the building materials subsector in the market, they have quite done well since the beginning of the year. Perhaps leveraging on the government's infrastructure spending this year. The likes of WAPCO, Ashaka Cement, also in the same subset of the market, have also done well. In terms of value, talking now valuation, from valuation perspective, we believe that WAPCO have done better than the rest of them in that pack. It has also rallied almost about 30% or so year to date. And if you look at the capacity of WAPCO, which is quite strong, and also leveraging of its parent company that is belonging to a global brand. I mean, like, so we're of the view that WAPCO has more value, and going forward, we expect investors to leverage on what they have to offer.